So if you are an Indian passport holder and planning to visit Singapore, you might be wondering, do you need a visa? Yes. And what's the process? And yes, what's the difference between the Singapore and the Philippines from an Indian's perspective? Well, in today's vlog, I'm going to answer all these questions, especially since I recently had to apply for a Singapore visa. So stay with me as I break down the visa requirements and share my experience living in the Philippines compared to visiting Singapore. So today I'm going to the travel agency in Makati because I need to collect some information regarding Singapore visa, uh, about the transit visa and the tourist visa and the multiple entry tourist visa actually as an Indian passport holder. So I'm in the Makati Nikonar Garcia Street. I think this is the Nikonar Garcia Street where I'm walking, and yes, I'm in search of that building where the travel agency is, and I think there are a number of shops and the store are closed today. I don't know why they are closed. Hmm. So yes, weather is pleasant. There's no sunshine today. And where is that building? I think it was there. Oh my god. So everyone is watching umbrella. I think today it is actually a little bit hot. And this is Metro House. And it was actually 331. Yes, I got it. So I think there is a travel agency. Yes, I found this Raja Travel. So guys, I'm going to enter into this building because I need to collect some information about the Singapore visa. So yes, this is my passport and the formalities are done. And I'm going to third floor. Yes, yes, I'm going to third floor in this building. So all the formalities are done for me. All the information which has to be input on the desktop. See, be with me. Thought. Actually, I did have ACR card Philippines. So let me find out that I have ACR card or not. So I have to connect to my husband. He is actually in office. So there are number of documents which I need to collect to apply the Singapore visa as an Indian passport holder. So there's actually a very big issue. For an Indian passport holder, you have to collect a number of documents, whether you are applying in Southeast Asia or Asian country, any other Asian country. So this is actually a very big deal for any Indian. So if you have citizenship of like Australia, New Zealand, UK, US, Canada, then it is okay. Then you can actually grab the Singapore visa very easily. But if you have a citizenship only of only Indian, so then it might be very tricky to grab the Singapore visa or any other Southeast or Asian country, even this European country, to get the visa of European country is very difficult for an Indian passport holder. So yes, actually they send me the proper list of documents over the Viber number. So I don't have load and I have not actually installed Viber yet in my phone. Actually, I am too much friendly. I am actually WhatsApp friendly, so I have not installed Viber yet. So I will install Viber, then I will revisit this agency. Alright guys, there's actually a very big story why I am going to Singapore. So I will tell you each and every information why I am going to Singapore, guys. So first, let me complete all the formalities and then I'm going to share all the details that why I'm going to Singapore.
So guys, if I talk about the visas, so for Indian passport holder, you need a visa to visit Singapore, whether it's for tourism, business or transit. Like Singapore doesn't offer a visa for arrival, a visa on arrival for Indians. So you have to apply in advance. Like if we talk about the types of Singapore visa for Indians, there are different type of visa like you can apply for. Like you travel according to your travel plans, like tourist visa if you're visiting for leisure or meeting your friends, family, and the business visa is actually for the who are traveling for work or official meeting, as you know actually. And last is multiple entry who are frequently visit Singapore. So and I have to apply this multiple entry visa for Singapore. Now the question is how to apply for a Singapore visa as an Indian. Like now the process depends on where you are applying from. Like if you are applying from India, you need to go through an authorized travel agent because Singapore does not accept direct applications, right? The documents you need are so a passport with at least 6 months validity and the recent passport size photographs and visa application form like 14A and the hotel bookings and bank statement also. So the processing time is usually take 3 to 5 hours working days. And if I talk about the fee, then 2,000 to 3,000 INR it goes. But what if you're applying from the Philippines? Like I am applying from the Philippines since I'm currently based in the Philippines and living here for last 2 to 3 years. My situation was a bit different. I had to check with the Singapore embassy in Manila and a local travel agency. And in my case, I needed a multiple entry visa, because I will be transitioning through Singapore on my way to Fiji and then back actually. Okay, so question is, can Indians get visa-free transit in Singapore? Yes, but with conditions actually. So if you have a valid visa from US, UK, Australia, Japan, Germany, so these are the countries. If you have the visa, then you are eligible for a visa-free transit for up to 96 hours only. However, if you don't meet this criteria, you need a transit visa. And in my case, since I have been living in the Philippines for 3 years and I have had the chance to experience the country culture and lifestyle and the people and the cost of living. And now as I prepare to visit Singapore, I want to compare both countries from an Indian's perspective actually. And this is the reason I am uploading this video. And if I talk about the cost of living and the travel expenses, let's start with cost. Like Singapore is one of the most expensive cities in the world. As you know, we talk about the hotel, food, transport, and the basic expense are the very high. On the other hand, the Philippines is like much more budget friendly country, and you can find affordable local hotels and the transportation. So decent accommodation at a lower price actually you can achieve if compared to Singapore. Next, if I talk about the visa processing, then, as I mentioned earlier, the Singapore has a strict visa policy for Indians. while the Philippines is a bit more flexible, And if you have a visa from US, UK, or the major countries, you can enter the Philippines visa free for 14 days. Otherwise, you need an e-visa or a sticker visa. But for Singapore, every Indian traveler must apply for a visa in advance. It's very strict. And if I talk about the language and the communication, one major advantage in both countries is that English is widely spoken in both countries. In Singapore, it is an official language along with the Malay, I think, and the Tamil. In the Philippines, almost everyone speaks English and making it very easy to foreigners to communicate actually. And if I talk about the difference Indian communities, Singapore has a large Indian population actually, especially in where you can find the temples, Indian restaurant, and the culture festivals. The Philippines has also a smaller Indian community, but I have found that Filipino are very friendly and welcoming to Indians actually, and and almost the food and culture. If you love Indian food, Singapore is a better option because it has a wide variety of Indian restaurant. The Philippines, on the other hand, has a fewer Indian options restaurant like local cuisines with influencer from Spanish, Chinese, and Southeast Asian flavors. It's more focused on the rice and seafood actually and pork-based dishes. And guys, lastly, if I talk about the transport and infrastructure, Singapore has a world-class MRT system, clean roads and organized traffic. It's very easy to get around actually. On the other hand, in the Philippines, transportation is still like very affordable, very friendly people. So they like you can explore here in the Philippines, and the people here very friendly. You can feel like you are at your home. So Singapore is famous for its modern architecture, where like beach gardens by the bay and the Universal Studio, which is very famous. On the other hand, the Philippines known for its natural beauty, like white sand, Boracay is one of them, and the mountains, island. So Boracay, Palawan. It depends like what kind of travel experience you are looking for. So if you're an Indian passport holder, guys, so you must apply for a Singapore visa, right? In advance. There is no arrival visa actually. And for Philippines, you also actually apply visa in advance. Philippines is like more affordable, laid back, and naturally beautiful. And if I talk about the Philippines people, then they are, I mean, very humble, very kind in all over the world. So most welcome in the Philippines, guys. And if you are planning to visit in Philippines, then this country is the best option for you. You have chosen best option. So guys, if you like this video, please don't forget to like this. Please don't forget to share with your friends, guys. All right, bye.